Ever wished you could feel like a hacker without ending up on a government watch list? These are real gadgets you can buy on Amazon right now. Tools so cool, they'll make your laptop feel like a secret lab. Real quick. Everything in this video is for educational purposes, authorized security testing, and legal use only. Don't be that person who ends up in handcuffs because you thought hacking your ex's Wi-Fi was funny. If you don't own it or don't have explicit permission to test it, don't touch it. Seriously, stay legal, stay smart, and use these tools responsibly. Now let's get into it. Number 20. M5 Stick C+2. Ever wanted a tiny gadget that looks harmless but quietly runs experiments while you sip coffee? The M5 Stick C+2 is a palm-sized hacker's Swiss Army knife. It's got Wi-Fi, an ESP32 brain, a screen, and buttons, all packed into a stick smaller than a lighter. You can make it map Wi-Fi signals around you, or build a fake hotspot that tricks your own phone just to show how phishing pages really work. It's small, sneaky, and ridiculously fun to play with, while teaching yourself how wireless networks actually behave. Number 19. Seed Studio XIAO ESP32S3. Tiny board, big street cred. This little beast can turn random junk into a smart connected experiment. The XIAO ESP32S3 fits on your thumb, but talks Wi-Fi and Bluetooth like a pro. You can use it to create a fake Bluetooth speaker and see which phones try to auto-connect, or sneakily track how many nearby devices are broadcasting their presence. It's not about spying, it's about seeing the invisible world of wireless signals that surrounds you every day, and once you do, you'll never leave Bluetooth on by accident again. Number 18. Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. This is your portable command center, small enough to carry anywhere, powerful enough to do almost anything. The Raspberry Pi 4 is what every smart tinkerer uses to run their own private experiments. Load it with a Linux system, capture packets, test Wi-Fi strength, or even set up your own VPN to surf safely when traveling. It's also perfect for harmless pranks, like creating a temporary Wi-Fi hotspot that redirects friends to a funny message instead of the internet. It's affordable, reliable, and a true entry ticket into real-world cybersecurity exploration. Number 17. HackyPi Ultimate DIY USB hacking tool. This is what happens when curiosity meets creativity. HackyPi is a small USB tool that can act like a keyboard, a flash drive, or both at the same time. You can make it open random apps, type preset messages, or trigger little automations that freak people out in the best way possible. But beneath the fun is a valuable lesson. This is how real USB attacks happen. Learning with HackyPi means understanding the tricks before someone else uses them on you. It's hands-on hacking for people who like to learn by doing. Number 16. USB Rubber Ducky. This is the legendary gadget every ethical hacker swears by. The USB that types faster than any human alive. The rubber ducky looks like a flash drive, but when you plug it in, it pretends to be a keyboard and instantly executes your script. Impress your friends, make it open a terminal, type a message, and lock the screen in seconds, proving just how risky unattended computers really are. It's flashy, fun, and an unforgettable way to show that sometimes the most harmless looking gadgets carry the biggest lessons. Number 15. Hawk5 Key Croc. Ever wanted a device that sits innocently on a keyring and suddenly becomes the most dramatic demo in the room? The Key Croc looks like a harmless USB stick, but carries full pen test tools, keylogging, and remote payload triggers. In a legal demo, you can show how easy it is to capture keystrokes on a test machine you control, or use its payload system to automate a harmless checklist on your own devices. The real value is the wake-up call it delivers. Physical access, plus a trusted-looking USB, can turn a secure setup into a mess. If policies and screen locks are ignored, use it to teach, test, and tighten physical security. Number 14. Hawk5 Shark Jack. Imagine walking up to a wired network, plugging in a tiny gadget, and getting a live snapshot of what that LAN is whispering. The Shark Jack is built for quick, stealthy network reconnaissance during authorized tests. It runs automated scripts to probe for hosts, grab banners, and drop lightweight exfiltration checks on networks you own or have permission to test. It is perfect for fast red team drills and for teaching how exposed poorly segmented networks are. The lesson it gives is blunt. Open Ethernet jacks and default setups are an invitation harden switch ports, enable network access control, and monitor for odd new MACs. Number 13. HackyPi Packet Squirrel. Small and unassuming but built for persistent, low-power network work, the Packet Squirrel is the gadget you hide in a lab demo and leave running. It captures traffic, forwards loot back to you, and runs scripted network tasks on a tiny Linux platform. Professionals use it to teach long-term monitoring techniques, to collect packet captures in a controlled environment, or to simulate how an attacker might quietly sit on a network and watch traffic. It runs on minimal power and can stay hidden for days while collecting data. Number 12. ALFA AC 1900 Wi-Fi Adapter. Want a Wi-Fi card that actually behaves like a pro when you need to audit networks or run packet injections in test labs? The ALFA AC 1900 is a powerhouse adapter with a strong range and compatibility for Linux tools. Bring this to a wireless lab and you can monitor dozens of channels, run DE authentication tests against your own gear, or stress test APS to learn how handshakes and reconnections behave. It is a favorite for serious Wi-Fi tinkering because it gives you the signal control that desktop cards often lack. Use it responsibly to find weak access points, and then patch them by enforcing WPA2 or WPA3, rotating keys, and limiting management access. Number 11. Portable Travel Router. When you travel, trust is a luxury. This pocket router gives you a personal layer of control and a playground for real-world privacy demos. The Slate 7 runs OpenWRT, supports VPN client and server modes, and can cascade VPNs or run ad blocking at the network level. Use it to spin up a secure Wi-Fi bubble in sketchy hotels, or demonstrate to friends how an insecure hotel hotspot can be rescued by routing all traffic through a trusted gateway. It also helps teach network segmentation by isolating guest devices. For anyone who travels or demos security, this is a practical, hands-on tool that proves how much control you can reclaim with the right gear. Number 10. Universal Remote Control Adapter. Do you and your partner or a roommate fight a lot over the air conditioner's temperature, TV, and other electronic devices? This remote control adapter is your savior. No more fighting with anyone. The Crustar remote control adapter simply makes your TVs, projectors, air conditioners, and robot vacuums, etc. work at your command. If you use it discreetly, you can easily scare a cowardly cat and make them believe that a ghost is playing with all the electronics. Number 9. Hidden Camera Detector. Not every hacker has a dark heart. Sometimes hacking means reclaiming privacy with swagger. Sweep a suspicious rental or hotel room and watch tiny camera lenses betray themselves under the viewfinder. This gadget gives instant, undeniable evidence when a space feels off, and it turns vague unease into cold proof. Carry it like a badge, expose sketchy setups, and sleep without wondering who might have been watching. Use the detector openly to demand transparency or simply to protect your own space when something feels off. It is privacy reclamation you can pocket and deploy with confidence. Number 8. Clock Camera. The irony of a clock that is actually watching is delicious. A clock camera sits in plain sight and streams live footage to your phone so you can hack into a physical space you own or manage at any time. Use it to confirm babysitter check-ins, verify deliveries, or monitor a rental property where you have permission to observe. Motion alerts turn nagging suspicions into clear clips, and suddenly the trusted tick of a clock feels like proof instead of paranoia. It is surveillance wrapped in convenience for people who want answers fast. Number 7. Mini AI Voice-Activated Recorder. Ever wish you could hear the tea that's spilled when you're not around? Problem solved. The Mini AI Voice-Activated Recorder is your undercover assistant. Tiny, tireless, and terrifyingly efficient. Stick it to any metal surface and it captures every word, then neatly transcribes and summarizes it all for you. leave it on a table, walk away, and later discover the gossip you were definitely not supposed to hear. It's the perfect little device for hacking and turning curiosity into clarity, no detective hat required. Number 6. IODD's T400 variations. Treat this device like a tactical briefcase for your data. The IODD's T400 boots ISO files, emulates optical drives, and locks images behind AES 256 encryption, so your toolkits and backups travel like classified cargo. Carry a pocket lab that only you can open and resurrect systems on the fly, or pull a forensic snapshot from legacy hardware that someone assumed was dead. This gadget is power storage for people who love control, a way to secure archives, prove points with unalterable evidence, and keep your digital life locked down. Number 5. StarTech USB-C to eSATA cable. This cable is the backstage pass to old drives and lost secrets. Plug a dormant eSATA SSD or HDD into your laptop, and suddenly legacy storage breathes again, revealing photos, logs, and files people assumed were gone. For the hacker vibe, it is pure forensic theater. Resurrect forgotten media, mount it read-only for inspection, and watch timelines reappear like ghost stories told in files. IT pros and tinkerers use it to clone drives, migrate systems, and pull recovery snapshots when mystery data calls. It is a resurrection tech for anyone who loves digging up digital history. Number 4. Redkey USB Professional Computer Data Wipe Tool. When you need absolute finality, bring the tiny sledgehammer. Redkey boots a machine and wipes drives with certified erase algorithms, then hands you a PDF receipt proving the job is done. Hackers and meticulous pros both admire the theatrics. One thumb drive, one decisive act, and a machine goes from treasure trove to barren rock. Sanitize demo rigs, retire hardware, or clean a laptop before it leaves your hands, and sleep easy, knowing recovery tools will find nothing. This is closure you can hold and the kind of certainty that feels almost ruthless. Number 3. USBKill V4 Professional Kit. Meet the hardware drama queen. Built to force devices into submission, USBKill V4 exists to trigger hostile USB conditions for resilience testing and contingency planning, and it does it with delicious brutality. It has remote triggers, timed modes, and standalone operation that let you simulate worst-case scenarios in a controlled environment. For the hacker persona, it is the ultimate proof point. Expose how fragile trust in USB power and data paths can be, then design better guards around those weak links. It is controlled chaos that teaches respect for physical ports. Number 2. BlueDriver Bluetooth Pro. This OBD2 dongle turns your phone into a mechanic-grade truth machine. Plug it into the car's diagnostic port, and live telemetry pours in. Engine codes, sensor readings, and trip logs that tell the real story of what a vehicle is doing right now. Hackers and tinkerers love the honesty it delivers because it reveals modification fingerprints, intermittent faults, and history's dashboards try to hide. Log a suspicious trip, diagnose odd behavior, or prove what that ride was really up to. This tiny dongle converts automotive mystery into cold, undeniable data. Number 1. Thetis Pro C FIDO 2 Security Key. Here's the clean, glorious endgame for anyone tired of easy pickings. The Thetis Pro C is a hardware FIDO 2 key with USB-C and NFC that swaps fragile passwords for a physical tap. Clip it to your keys and watch phishing attempts lose their teeth. Hackers respect it because it removes whole attack classes with elegant brutality and gives defenders a tiny, smug advantage. For dramatic effect, this is the best flex. Plug the key, tap to authenticate, and your accounts become annoyingly hard to crack. It is the simplest upgrade that changes everything. That was 20 gadgets that make you feel a little dangerous and a lot clever. Which one would you sneak into your backpack just to flex?